Okay, Abby, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
All right, we'll do the headphones.
All right,
All right, me now.
yep, yep, we got you
Okay,
great. Thank you.
great. We're gonna do this without headphones, and so.
Okay,
All
everybody
right.
in the office gets to hear you. So,
Yes, exactly. Okay. Good morning, everybody. As Andy said, my name is Abby Huff. I am the Indiana Main Street Senior Program Manager. But today I'm talking to you in a different capacity. I'm going to share with you our Building Socially Connected Communities grant with the Office of Community and Rural Affairs. I am the program manager for this grant. So let's get started. So I'm going to go over with you what this project is, the funding that's available, who's able to apply, the application, what documents are needed with the application, the timeline, and then how to contact us. So first of all, why is a government agency that's not focused on mental health doing a program about social connection and loneliness? Well, we know that from the epidemic of loneliness and isolation that the U.S. Surgeon General report came out that loneliness leads to 29% increase in coronary heart disease and up to a 32% increase of the risk of stroke. It may lead to a 50% increase in risk of dementia, and it's equal to smoking up to 15 cigarettes per day, which is the statistic that really, when we heard this, was astonishing. So at Okra, one of our missions is to connect our rural communities. And so we wanted to put a program together to basically assist our mental health programs in the state. We don't want to take over the role of mental health. We just want to be a partner in it. So the purpose of this grant application is really focused on community well-being and social capital. So this program will work to build social connection, strengthen community bonds, and enhance the well-being of those that are experiencing loneliness. It's going to help with economic vibrancy and local businesses. So this program will foster community engagement. It'll indirectly support local businesses, enhance economic vibrancy, and contribute to Indiana's economic health. And then it will align with some state development goals. So this program provides a platform for collaborative efforts between local units of government, community organizations, local businesses, and residents that are looking to enhance connection. So we are focusing on 6 areas of funding with this grant. So the first one is community infrastructure. So we're going to look at enhancing community centers, meeting spaces, and facilities that serve as focal points for social engagement. So just an example here in South Madison County, their community foundation, with the help of AARP, put an outdoor seating area together. These are ideas of things that we were going to be helping to fund. Um, Social clubs and interest groups. So this is creating and sustaining social clubs and interest groups that are tailored to bringing people together and help fight loneliness. So an example is, this retirement community in Davies County. They purchased these tricycles, and with that, kind of came together this group who now can get on and ride these tricycles and hang out together. Transportation accessibility. So this is to improve transportation options for those experiencing loneliness in rural areas, ensuring that there's access to things like community events and social gatherings and those essential services that they may need. Uh, this neighborhood in Gary, Indiana, the Legacy Foundation helped purchase these bikes that are low cost or no cost for residents. So things like this is what we're talking about with transportation, maybe, ride share, that kind of thing. Intergenerational initiatives. So these are programs that facilitate meaningful interaction between different age groups. So Beverly Main Street organization in Massachusetts, during the pandemic, they purchased these garden planters and paired up families with young children with retirees, and together they fostered gardens and really kind of interacted, had that social interaction between the generations. Other areas of fun or other examples are like adopt a grandparent or maybe college students who are looking to have that kind of adult figure in their life. Local business support. So this is to enhance local businesses and establishments that cater to the needs and preferences of those experiencing loneliness, creating inviting spaces to promote uh, social interaction. A great example of this is a business in Angola called Elemento. They had some extra space in the back of their building, in the back of their business, and so what they did is, instead of, using it to extend what they could have for retail, they made it a gathering space. So the hope there is that they're going to have different organizations in town use the space, gather within their space, which could also lead to increase in sales for them or just awareness of who they are. Other examples are like, if there's like a coffee shop in the community that closes at 2 o'clock every day, but one of the things that you're looking for in your community is things to do after 5 p.m. Maybe that coffee shop once a week opens late, lets different organizations use their space. They're open, but there's no like really incentive to buy. It's just a space where people can gather. Community well-being programs. So these are programs that uh, support and promote community programs that increase awareness, reduce stigma, and provide resource programming around mental health. So, a example of this is the Yellow Tulip Project, where a group of young adults came together to really talk about how they're combating depression and loneliness and just making people aware that this is something that's happening in their community. So those areas of funding, when applicants want to apply, they apply under one of the 6 areas. And we have $200,000 available. We're breaking it up into kind of 2 categories of where applicants can apply. So quick action projects, which is the minimum to apply is $1,000 and the maximum is $5,000. This is a 1-to-1 match, and 30% of that match can be in kind. And then large impact projects are a minimum of $5,001 with a maximum of $50,000. And this is a 1-to-1 match with no in kind. And when we say in kind, we're meaning like, say you're doing a quick action project in like an alley. You've got $5,000 that you're going to spend. Maybe the local hardware store is donating the paint or the wood or whatever. Ineligible expenses. So we won't do like plants. We won't pay for Wi-Fi, one-time use activities. We won't do restrooms, taxes, food, alcohol, drink, no gambling activities, no political activities. We won't pay for demolition or staff salaries, no admin fees or grant writing. Spaces that aren't available to the public, we won't fund, and then expenses that were incurred pre-award. So eligible applicants, first of all, we're focusing on communities with a population of under 50,000. We need to start somewhere with this project, and we just kind of said, our rural communities need some help with this, so that's where we're going to start. Applicants, the local unit of government, nonprofit organizations, community groups, and then entities focused on addressing loneliness are the primary applicants. But part of this project is partnerships. So not only do you have to have a primary applicant, but you have to have eligible partners. And just some of those eligible partners could be faith-based organizations, small businesses, organizations that don't have an LLC. So maybe there's a local like gardening group that just, you know, pops up and helps throughout the year, but they don't have, they're not formalized schools. There are other potential partners. We ask that if you're putting in an application that you check with your community liaison to see if that partner is eligible. So the application, it opened June 3rd and it can be found on our website, in.gov/okra/PSCC. The application is going to cover community background, project description, project outcome, community support and connection, and innovation. And on the website, we also have the scoring rubric, so you can get on and see exactly what that breakdown is. And then these are just how things are going to be scored. So we're going to score on impact, execution, momentum, and innovation. Some supplemental documents that we're going to ask for with the application is, of course, a budget breakdown. We're going to want your project timeline, or the applicant's project timeline. So from the time they submit the application to project completion, we're going to want to know the estimated timeline on that. We're going to need MOUs from those partner organizations, basically saying that yes, they are partnering on this project. And then the last thing is a site control form, and this is only if there are properties involved. So if you're doing like a outdoor seating area or a green space or something along those lines, we will need a site control form. All of these can be found on the website. So we do ask that communities reach out to their community liaisons if they're looking to apply. They actually must reach out to their community liaison, and the last day to do that is August 29th. So you can see here the contact breakdown. So we break the state up into 6 regions. Each region has their own contact. So just reach out to them if you've got any questions as you apply. There's some questions that they have to ask just to help you with your application. The timeline, so like I said, we open June 3rd. August 29th is that last day to contact your community liaison. Applications are due September 12th at noon, and then we will be making the award announcement on October 10th, which is World Mental Health Day. And then, like I said, I am the primary contact for this program. We do have a full team that helped put this project together. Andrea Kern, our Director of Strategic Initiatives, Christmas Hudgens, our Director of CDBG, Marissa Byers, who's a CDBG Program Manager, and then Jared Holbrook, who's our Southeast Community Liaison. So with that, I will take any questions.
Awesome. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone has any questions. I just want to thank you, Abby, for being on today
Yeah.
and providing this information to us. Um, as you can see, her contact information is there. So if you have any questions, contact Abby directly or your liaison in your region, and they can get you started on this grant. So if there's no other questions, we will turn it over to our Anthem representatives, Lizzie Lobb and Lauren Welch, our sponsors for today. All right. Sorry, I got a cat meowing in the background there. Do we have Lithia and Lauren on the call? Lauren, I see you're on.
Yes, sorry.
It's
We
okay.
we over here at Anthem aren't used to Zoom, so I was having a little
Um,
trouble getting off mute. I apologize.
no worries. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. My name is Lauren Welch. I'm the marketing coordinator with Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, specifically with the Medicaid health plan. So we're so happy to be here this morning, and I'm actually going to pivot over to Dustin Zeeler, my colleague, to talk a little bit about pathways.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate the time. So my name is Dustin Ziegler. I'm Director of Caregiver Advocacy and Support for the Anthem Pathways for Aging program in Indiana. And so you may be familiar with this, but we actually just launched last Monday, July 1st. This is for all older adults age 60 and over who are on Medicaid in Indiana. And basically our initiative and our goal with Pathways is to provide the resources, services, and supports, physical health, behavioral health, social care, everything that they need to remain at home, independent, and optimal health for as long as possible, as opposed to an institutional setting like a nursing home. If that's, if an independent setting is where they want to be, this program gives them that option. So we're really excited to see what this evolves into and the impact that we're going to have for older adults in Indiana. I appreciate this information on social isolation. That's a huge issue, big time, with the older adult population and mental health in Indiana. So that's definitely an area that we'll be addressing as part of our overall objectives with this older adult population. We actually just partnered. We're really excited with a partnership with Joyce House Adult Day Services, who have created and just launched a new platform called Caregiver Way, which, as it implies, is focused on providing caregivers an abundance of resources. It's kind of a one-stop shop, and that's exclusive partnership with Joyce House that our Anthem members and their caregivers will be able to access. And part of that platform is actually being able to have a social network and support group within that platform that people can engage and remain socially active with, especially for those who may be caregivers, where it's just difficult to be able to leave the house due to their caregiving duties. This Caregiver Way platform that we've partnered with Joyce House helps to address that, along with identifying resources in the communities, a lot of education and training on caregiving topics, how to best care for your loved one physically, mentally, and also how to care for yourself. So we're really excited. We appreciate the time to share some information with you. Again, the Pathways for Aging kicked off last Monday, and so we're up and running. And we're at Anthem alone, we're serving about 43,000 members. I think overall there's about 120,000 folks who are going to be on this program. So definitely going to make our older adult population much healthier and independent for as long as possible. So
Awesome. Thank you, Dustin. That kind of brings us to towards the end of our presentation. Does anyone have any questions for Dustin or Lauren about their services? Okay. Well, Zoe did provide a couple updates that she would like me to provide. Mainly, save the dates. We do have our in-person quarterly conference, July 19th through 20th, I believe. Well, actually, it's the 18th and 19th is the conference itself. We have our business meetings on the 19th, and then our committee meetings on July 17th. Also, October CCBHC and annual meeting will be October 9th, 10th, and 11th in Bloomington. That's our normal fall spot there. And so our next open office hours with Zoe will be July 29th. And then August 13th is our next Cup of Joe, and we will have Kimball Richardson of the Behavioral Health Board. And so that kind of concludes what we have. Does anyone have any questions for Abby or for the Anthem team? Okay, well, we do have our Starbucks winner, which is being sponsored by Anthem. Our Starbucks winner is Diane Young. from Encompass. So Diane, congratulations on winning the Starbucks gift card. We'll get that out to you soon. So, all right. Well, if there's no other questions or anything from the group, we will adjourn a little bit early. Everyone have a great Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.